how everything got to me going to Columbus. A girl invited me to come up there and was going to help me, but once I got off the bus, she blocked me and blocked me on Messenger. The phone kept going to voicemail, and I'm like, man, that stimulus check had just hit. I think it was $1,400, and that's what I had took up there. So I go down the Old River Tangy Road and go to Motel 6, and that's where I was staying until my money ran out. But once that ran out, man, I was behind a dumpster, man, sleeping. And I did that one day, and I asked this white man for a cigarette, and he seen my situation, and he's the one that ended up introducing me to Tom Smith at Freedom Recovery. So the day he left, I was supposed to go with him, but that wasn't what was on my mind. I was like, well, look, you just left at 7 o'clock in the morning. You can't be out the room till 11. I got my mind on, well, I'm going to smoke this, smoke that. And then when that ended and I didn't have nothing no more, I was behind that dumpster. And I said, I reached out to Tom Smith, and he helped me get to a shelter. And one day I was in the shelter, a lady came up to me. Nita Blackwell was needing some work and paid out of pocket. And I started doing that and was staying at that shelter. But Tom Smith didn't want me there. He wanted me to get in that sober living facility. And that was the best thing for me at that time. So while I'm in that sober living facility, they were going to help me, try to get a place, but I ended up being at that sober living facility. And one day the manager at that sober living facility, he sent me a picture of a crack pipe in a hand. So I beat him up, and I told Tom Smith, look, I ain't paying that $100 no more. I'm gonna pay you this Friday, but I'm gonna go stay in a motel, and I'll just continue to go to Freedom Recovery, but I'm not gonna be here and people playing games like that. I went to a motel called American Best. Man, that was the worst drug spot in Columbus. Everybody up there selling dope. There it was again, man. I done relapsed, man. And next thing you know, man, I was sleeping in bandos, and you know what bando is, right? It's an abandoned apartment.
Yeah.
But I ended up being over there on Cleveland and Morse and Walford, and they were condemning them buildings. But the maintenance man was like, look, people just leaving these apartment buildings, leaving furniture up in here. You get me $20 worth of weed every week, you can stay up in here. So that's what I was doing. And still I had that credit card that I was using. And man, that ended up turning for the worst. Somebody kicked my bando in one day, man, took my flow model TV. Like 4 people jumped on me. I ended up getting stabbed. I ended up in the hospital again. And what's so crazy is when I reach out back to my mentor in North Carolina, Mr. Bethea, he said, man, your mama just called me, said she was worried about you. I said, Mr. Bethea, man, you ain't gonna believe this, man. I got in a fight with this dude, didn't even know he stabbed me, man, in the back of my thigh. Went down there to Shell gas station and passed out, man. Woke up in the hospital.
Motion.